Hi guys, another video exclusive for you, a little file folder, happy mail, or what else could it be? It could actually be an insert for a junk journal because you could just put it in on one of these areas here. They took me about an hour each. This was the first one I made. They have the same basic structure, but I wanted you to see the versatility and what else you could do with them. 2 pieces of A4 double printed from the printables. On here we've got a integrated pocket, and within that pocket just some of the stuff that comes in your kit, and all of it has been back so you can write on it, either with coffee stained or with bits of cutaways. When you turn it over, I did a belly band with a spare piece that was available from these pieces of paper, and then again we've got, that one's quite glittery, a couple of journaling cards. Here we just have a straightforward writing page, and we do here, and then the back page, a deep pocket. You could get more in that if you wanted to. A little bit of decoration on the page and the pocket, and then the postcard. That was actually from a free printable in the free group, so you'll find that in topics or featured section. Here we've got one of the lizards, footman, and a coach. So that was version 1. Version 2, which is the one that you're getting the tutorial on, same thing, same basic template. This time I used a bit more lace and things, but you can see it's the same template, different ephemera in there. This pocket's quite small and tight, so you're only going to get little things in there, but they're not going to come out, which is good. On this side, instead of doing the belly band, I did a tiny pocket from a spare piece of paper, and again different little additions in that one. Here we have a writing page, or just a decorated page. Added some lace to this bit. This is where it changes slightly because you have another writing page, and a paper clip with Prince Charming there, and at the back the deep pocket again, and this time different ephemera. That's my interpretation of the basic template. I just added one extra page. However, you could add as many of these as you wanted, and you'll see that in the tutorial. They're really easy to add to the basic frame, and you could add extra pockets and flips and tuck spots and altered paper clips and corner pockets, belly bands, whatever you wanted to any of these pages. We're going to now go into how to construct it. There aren't really measurements for this, it's more about whatever paper you're using. I'm using A4 with the borders trimmed off. I want to go at 13, I think that's 5 inches, and score there. Then at 26, which would be your 10 inches. Turn it so that the bottom is now coming towards you, and score at 2 inches or 5 centimeters. Basically the folder is now like this. So we are going to cut down this 2 inch or 5 centimeter line, but only down to that score line. We are going to take this at an angle this way. We also want to cut a line down this central piece and another angle. Not very precisely done, but you'll get the idea. So that becomes the back pocket. Where I now have an upside down fan, I may need to put something over that to decorate it. So all we need to do is glue this in place. You can use tape or wet glue. I might as well use tape. That's the back pocket. What we want to do is create the file folder effect. To make the file folder piece, we're going to make sure it's all lined up, and then come up 3/4 So that now makes your file folder, and then all I did was cut from there across to make it a bit slanty. I cornered that edge with, I think it was a 7, personal choice on that one, and that's my little file folder tab. Would be bringing that up to make the pocket, but again want to take a little bit off each side to make it lie better. This one, no hinging, so this one I'm going to use the wet glue because you want it as close to these edges as possible to give you the maximum pocket. It's only a little one, but it is a front cover. For the internal page, I'm going to take a different piece of paper, and I have some left over from this one somewhere, and cut it down so that it will fit here, but it needs a hinge. So it's going to be mostly off this side and the bottom, and here, and then this side I'm going to score again, but I'm not going to get the scoreboard back out. I'm going to get my ruler lined up. Actually going to be scoring it the other way. That will help bend it. Also want to bone folder it. Let's just check that will fit. You might need a bit more off yet. No, there's a gap at the top there, so if you want to be on the safe side, you could take a bit more off that height, and I think I will. This is now your internal page, but if you're going to ink, do it now. So I'm going to ink around all the edges. Now everything is inked up, I'm going to slide that into there to make the internal page. And to do that, again, wet glue is the better option because it gives you some wiggle room along that hinge, lining it up so it's shy of that fold, that everything can still fold up. Now you can add more pages if you want. There is no reason why you can't add another 2 or 3 pages and make it an even bigger folder. We could do that. It's just going in on top of this one. That is not going to cover up that underneath piece. Just have it so that it has stripes. Doesn't really matter. We close it. You've got different layers beginning to show through. I actually have some spares, and what you could do is just make, you've got a pocket there and you've got a pocket at the back. You could make another pocket. Last time I did a belly band, but there's no reason why you couldn't do a pocket. Create some hinges. Depends what size pocket you want. So one down the side. Again, want to take some of this bulk off. So I want to cut at an angle on those bottom corners. I'm going to use wet glue just on that edge there and on that edge there. Now I've got that there, you could do a little keyhole. I'm going to eyeball roughly where the centre is. Stain it up. Have a pocket for that internal page. What I might do to make this a bit bigger is add some lace down that side. With the silicone glue, going to run it along the edge of the lace, place it along here. I'm going to pop that there while it dries so it doesn't stick to everything. As I had some of that lace left over, I decided to put it on that front pocket as well, and I think that does complete the look on this. That's your front pocket there. As you can see, it will take a couple of skinny tags. Then you have this pocket here, and you have this big pocket here, and some writing pages in between. I hope you enjoyed that really short video. Thank you so much for being part of Creator Club. I look forward to seeing your version of this mini file folder and what you decide to put on each page and how many pages you decide to include.